Well, hello everybody. Still fiddling with all of my streaming software, so hopefully everything sounds good. If the music's too loud or too quiet, let me know. Let's see, let's grab our horse. Perfect levels today. Great. Good to hear. Yeah, they've done some updates to the software, and then I've done some updates to my operating system, and stuff got goofy somewhere in there, and I spent a little bit of time playing with it, and I think I've mostly got it dialed in. We're going to run over to the desert and do a little road building today. Have our lead, tie up our horse. Sure there's no creepers creeping up on me. Okay, let our spawn. I think I'm in good shape material-wise. Yes, I am. And then the donkeys have some stuff. Great. We got a little bit of this done a couple of weeks ago, just up to here. And I did a little exploratory dig in here. So the road will continue through here. And then it'll go under this weird floating overhang thing here. So yeah, let's see what we can get done today. Today I am foregoing the vertical stream. I'm just doing the normal horizontal stream. I was just having too many technical issues to think about one more thing, so just figured I'll simplify it today so I can deal with all that. Let's grab some of these. Start laying stuff out. I don't feel like I can hear the game sound. Let me see something real quick here. I scroll. Oh, you're still staring at me. Derp. That's why. Let's go to the game, and then we can hear game sounds. Much better. Okay. Oh boy, my shovel is not in great shape. I should have done something about that. It is what it is. Depending on how much we get done here, maybe we'll run over and heal up our tools. It is a very, very rainy day today. Usually on my day off, I'll go for a little walk and grab coffee and stuff like that, and I did not today. It's just too gross outside. And it's going to be gross all week. I like it when it's cool and overcast. You know, go for a walk and put on a jacket. That's great. But the rainy thing, your feet get wet, and even if you're wearing a rain jacket, it drips down onto your jeans and your knees, and it's just not a great time. Oof, my shovel is just taking a beating. Watching the durability drop. Let's see if we can get this done before the sun goes down. Almost there. I think I was commenting last stream that sometimes things look a little jittery in the desert. I thought I might have had some like lag spikes or something, but when I watch it back, it doesn't look jittery in videos or on the playback. So I don't know. It might just be my monitor or a refresh thing. Like I said, I did a bunch of... Whoa, hello, zombie. I did a bunch of updates. Stay there. Okay, one more pass here, and then we'll either build some road or fix our tools. We'll see how it goes. Sand, sand, sand. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's what. Let's put that there, that there, that there. So we're gonna step it up a little bit here. A little bit. I had some slabs. I do. Okay, let's put this stuff here. Doot, 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 doot. Slabs. Make some more slabs. Spooky weekend. It was okay. I worked mostly. I had an invitation to go to a party, but I was just kind of exhausted from the week, needed to get some things done. and didn't want to waste my whole day today. So I didn't dress up or anything this year. I do enjoy Halloween and spooky things. But yeah, I haven't done a costume for a couple years now. Not sure what you call that. It's like a Halloween Scrooge if you don't celebrate Halloween. That should be a thing if it's not. Okay. And then we'll step up again, like so. What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 5. Perfect. Does it look jittery to the audience? I don't know. It is what it is. My boss at work is a big. He and his wife are both pretty big horror movie fans, and every October, he and his wife will watch a horror movie a day. So they'll do 31 horror movies. And some of them are repeats, you know, classics, favorites. And then he'll also make a point to check out some new things and, you know, discover some new stuff. Very ambitious. I like scary movies in concept. I don't love jump scares. I'm a little bit of a weenie as far as things jumping out at me. The horror I prefer is much more of the kind of creepy dread kind of horror. Trying to think of an example. The movie The Ring is more about just creepiness and dread rather than, you know, things jumping out at you. Your traditional kind of ghost stories or slasher movies, they'll have a lot of boo and reveals and things like that. And yeah, I just don't enjoy that. I don't need anxiety in my entertainment. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, and not a lot of jump scares. Mostly just that creepy dread feeling. How are we doing here? We are doing pretty good. Need to terraform a little bit, but we'll get to that. What do I want? I want that. Yeah, the goriness in some horror movies can be a bit much. I don't like, think of an example again. I think there's appropriate blood, you know, if you have a murderer or whatever. But like the whole like body horror thing is like, oh, for me. Even movies like The Fly, any David Cronenberg movie, really, he just does things to the human body that are like so like awful to look at. He's good at what he does. I am not disputing the skill or capability. He definitely is good at what he does, but that kind of thing is just yuck. There's a thing in the whoa. Now I feel completely unsafe. Where did that guy come from? Where did he come from? Maybe here? Oh yeah, there's a skeleton down there. Well, we could just never speak of this again. Problem solved, I guess. There was a thing in the early 2000s that was sort of sometimes they call it like torture porn or things like that. There are movies like Saw and Hostel. Saw was an interesting movie, not because of the people being tortured, but just because of the twist and the mystery. Sun's going down. But then there was just a million copycats, and all it was just people doing gross things to each other. It was yucky. So not my thing there either. Sleepy sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll just stay at this level here. Well, let me think. Where's this gonna go? Should I step it down or should I not? I don't think I will yet. And more sand. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do a bunch of terraforming here, but we also need to tear out a lot of this sand, so we can just kind of move it over, and I think that'll be fine. I've been working on the next episode. I've been on a pretty good run so far of doing 2 episodes a week. So I've been doing the normal Tuesday episode and then squeezing in a Friday episode. And I'll keep doing that as long as I can. If I have a busy week or whatever, I might just do the Tuesday and we'll call it good. But yeah, definitely getting things done in this world. the next episode focuses heavily on maps and starting to focus on the mapping of the world, because we are on episode 76, I think. And I would like to know what the world looks like before we get to episode 100, you know? I don't want to finally map the world on the very last episode, you know? So I'd like to get it mapped sooner than later. And I'm not sure if there's more villages out there besides what we know about. So we're just going to deal with that, I guess, as we uncover the world. I am really excited about the next series. I've been spending a lot of time thinking about... Wow, that's some loud eating sounds. I've been thinking a lot about what it's going to be called, how to market it. I think I'm going to change my avatar skin a little bit. And I think I've learned a lot from the first series and this series as far as what works, what people like, and I'm pretty excited. Let's see, let's take a break here and fix our tools, or else we're gonna have a bad time. Let's grab our horse, we'll run over to Mingus, see if we can just use our XP farm, and that should be the fastest way to do that. Yeah, next series, I'm gonna do, you know, episodes, but I'm not gonna number them. I want to make it a little bit more accessible. So like one episode will be the sugarcane farm, another episode will be Warring Redstone, and that way it'll be more topical. It'll be one long thing, so if you do tune in for every episode, you'll benefit from seeing the monstrosity that we build. But if you're the type of person who just cares about certain things, certain types of farms, or certain tips and tricks, you can kind of pick up wherever you want. And I think that'll make the series a lot more user-friendly for the casual viewers as well as the long-time viewers. And I think also by keeping the build kind of in one place and making one giant monstrous build, we'll be able to weather more future updates, because I can reset other parts of the world and maintain our original spawn area. I hope that made sense. But anyway, I think it'll be cool. I'm pretty jazzed. I'm also thinking about writing some new music for it, of course. I always reuse and repurpose previous songs. But with a new theme, I always think it's kind of cool to get inspired and write some songs for it. Hello, cows. I ran out of food at one point, so I've been trying to just keep cows coming. Fire resistance. There's one. Okay, start the fire. Wow, that's a loud fire. Wow, those are loud too. I need to figure out my sound at some point. Yay for new music. Agreed. You know, when I make a video, I feel like you have to have sound or else there's no context. You know, if you don't hear the blocks breaking or things like that, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, or it's kind of boring. And then practically, I need to hear the monsters sneaking up behind me, so I have some monster sounds on. The cows, I don't really need to hear this. It's so loud. Everything's so loud. Oh, I should grab a shovel so I'm actually preparing it. Derp. Almost there. It's so weird that silverfish are such a formidable enemy, you know? In the real world, they're just these little bugs. I wonder if kids nowadays are afraid of silverfish because of Minecraft. Okay, extinguish that. I think the sun went down. No, I guess not. Oh, it's just raining. Oh my gosh, they're so loud. Yeah, sun's going down. So let's sleep and then we'll head back over to the desert. Oh my gosh, they're so loud. Okay, back to the desert. Currently, I stream for a little bit on Saturdays. And mainly the reason I started streaming was there's a lot of boring work I need to do in the series, and episodes are not the time to do it. Nobody wants to watch me mine for, well, most people probably don't want to watch me mine for an hour during an episode or whatever. And so I thought I'll just do a stream while I'm doing those things. Made sense. But now I've watched a couple of YouTubers who are talking about different ways of utilizing streaming and things like that, and how the algorithm favors content. And I'm wondering if I should do less episodes, more streams. You know, potentially if there's a big project, I could do it in live streams and then use the episodes to kind of reveal and track the progress. Just a thought. Not really in favor of one way or the other, but I'm such a creature of habit as far as like, this is what I do. And so I'm trying to be a little more open and innovative as far as how to approach the next series. I was saying that I'd learned a bunch as far as what people like, and you know, the big weird builds and the redstone definitely are more entertaining for folks. This was a really cool idea for a series, and I'm really happy with the results here and all of the work. You know, the road is probably the biggest thing I've ever built, but it's just a lot of gray blocks in a long line, so it's not very exciting. I was gonna grab another fun block. No, you're one of the only live streamers I watch. I don't know if I watch them all. There, that's what I wanted to do. So you're saying don't stream more, or I agree, the episodes are kind of what I enjoy doing, you know? They're kind of my creative outlet. I enjoy playing the game and then editing video and all. That's something I really like doing. Weekly episodes seem to be very manageable for me, and I think once a week, you know, like a TV show is plenty. I know there's some like YouTube types who do daily episodes. I think that's just so crazy. And then there's some folks, you know, like not Minecraft related, but like Vsauce does like an episode a month, or even sometimes more spaced out than that, which is crazy. I just don't understand how you maintain an audience by doing videos so infrequently. They're much more, what's the right word? They're big productions, you know, it's not just a episodic thing, it's this whole thing. And so I guess that works for some types of content. But there's just a lot of mundane stuff to do in Minecraft. You know, you gotta get the resources and fight the monsters, and it can't all be spectacle, I don't think. I mean, I guess it could, but there's not really a through line with that. I don't know. Dude. Okay. So we got this big, long road here. And I needed to go over there. Let's do a tiny jog here. Okay. Something like that. How do rabbits get up there? That's crazy. I think we need to step it down before we get here. maybe we don't need to go all the way down there. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Do. Okay. Let's grab some more blocks and see if we can actually, let's just dump off this sand while we have it instead of dragging it back and forth. Oops. Do. Good enough. Oops. Okay, more blocks, more slabs, more blocks, slabs. More stone bricks, more slabs. A couple more of these for funsies, and of course the sun's going down. Okay, drink some tea. And sleep. 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 There we go. Okay. See if I can figure this out. Okay. And then back to the regular blocks. So what did I do? I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Go to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. More slabs. Okay. And then come down a little bit. Okay, and then back to the full blocks. And then let's do a little flipperoo. Great. Back to slabs. How are we doing? I think we're doing okay. Should we turn a little bit more here? Yeah, I feel like we should turn a little harder here. The sandy sounds, man, they really freak me out. Okay, and then full blocks. Yeah, that'll work. It's a weird, weird turn, but I think it'll work. Do that. Okay. One, two, and then over. Okay. So, I think, yeah, that looks good. We're just gonna kind of hug this weird, whatever this is. And I don't think I want to go too much further down than this because we're just gonna need to come right back up. So, that means I need to do a lot of terraforming here. Oops. Oh, I hear something. Hello. Where did he come from? Of course, I switched my sword with my block. Where'd you come from? Probably down there. Uh-oh. We can probably light that up. Okay. Actually, this is going to go here. Let's see here. So disorganized. There we go. Okay. Looks great. Back to full blocks. Okay, see if I can figure out the math here. I think we're just going to come straight out. Yeah. Back to slabs. Or do I not want to do slabs? Maybe I just want to stay at this level. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, sun's going down. Let's go sleep. Okay. Do. Okay, we come along like so, and then we drop down, and we start to turn. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to keep going in this direction. Um, yeah, we're gonna need a lot of sand here. Okay. Hello, Enderman. Oops. Okay, something like that. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that's all right. Let's do one more little run at it here. I like how it kind of disappears around the corner. And if we just keep moving in this direction, boy, it's so uneven over here. Yeah, we'll just keep moving in that direction, and then we'll need to come down in elevation. You can just barely see the Mesa village coming into frame there. Just starting to render in. There it is. Getting there, I guess. All right, let me eat a bunch of steak. Let's do a tiny bit of terraforming just to even things out a little bit, and then we'll fill in the middle of this road, and that'll probably do it for today, I would think. We'll see how long that takes. Do. Okay, let's grab some sand. Okay. Just take a little bit of this harsh edge off here. Cool. And then just gonna buffer this out a little bit. A little more natural. That does not look natural though. Why is there a floating block over here? Oh, that's fun. Okay, this comes along like so. This is weird right here. I guess it's fine. I guess it's gonna have to be fine. And then we start to descend a little bit. Okay, and then we get down here. Of course, the sun's going down again. All right, run back, go to sleep. Yikes, got that close. Normally it's no big deal, but in the desert, the husks don't burn in the sun, so they'll just keep hassling you. This will look way better once I kind of bone meal some stuff and I can move some of these cactuses around. So weirdly dark under here. I guess nothing's gonna come get me from that side. I was thinking about making like a wall here, but there's nothing to really come get me, so we'll just make it nice looking. Okay. More sand. More sand. See how we're looking here. Pretty good. Yeah, that looks great. You never would have known that there was a really ugly patch there. So that is that side up to there. This side is still super ugly. Don't know why there is sandstone there. Who knows why this happened? So weird. Okay, and then I just want to knock those out. Okay, and then let's just temper it a little bit more here. Yeah, I don't think there's any way around this. It's just, there's a big hill there. That's just the way it is. This looks pretty good. Mostly pretty good. Let's do this. And then let's knock this down a little bit. A little better. It's so funny that like natural isn't just random. Like if you just knocked out random blocks, it just wouldn't necessarily look right. I don't know what it is. There's just something about Minecraft terrain. It just has a certain look. Okay, let's knock these sandstone blocks out. For me, although I like building things and like accomplishing something, you know, like I made this, the terraforming and the mining are super relaxing for me. Like just doing this, I could use a shovel, which would be faster, but just being meticulous with it is kind of nice. Nice way to unwind. Oh, very fun. Okay. Well, it is what it is. I think that's gonna do for now as far as the terraforming. Like I said, I'll move some cactuses around, bone meal a little bit, and it'll probably pop a little bit more. We probably won't even notice it because we'll be just riding by on our horse. Let's dump this stuff off and sleep real quick, and then finish the center part of our road. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. 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 Sleep, sleep. There we go. Stone bricks. Okay. Oh yeah, and I need some slabs. Stone brick slabs. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Trying to be super random here. Not put any stone bricks next to each other. So okay, so there's the stone bricks. And then we'll do a pass of cobble, we'll do a pass of andesite, pass of regular stone, and then we'll do a little bit of the sand accents like we've been doing. And that will probably do it for the road today. Put all that back. Bloop, bloop. So we'll grab some cobble. Grab some andesite. Some stone. Start with the cobble. little bit here and there. So, and like so. Okay, and then we'll do a pass of andesite. Again, we want to be a little bit sparing. Nope, not there. Okay, and then I just need a bunch of stone. Stone, stone, stone. Make some more slabs. Do. I'm just going to fill in all the stone first and then go back and remove some of it for the sand. I find it too difficult to do it as I go, so a little extra work, but I think it'll turn out better. Do. Oops. Okay, Sleep again before the sun goes down. Definitely looks like a road. And sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. 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 Grab some sand. Okay. This looks great. How does that look? Pretty good. Pretty good. It looks like we're getting sand blowing down onto the road. Looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks all right. Let's put some of this away. Do the horse test. Oh, come back. Turn. Yeah, looks great. Still need to do some more permanent lighting. Need to do a little bone mealing, move some cactuses around. But otherwise, we're getting there. Very, very good. Take a little inventory here. I've got a mess. Tough. We're doing okay on tough. Cobble, we're doing okay. Andesite. Doing all right. Stone, getting a little low. Okay. That's not bad. Feel like I should move this stuff further down. Because we're running back and forth so much. So future live streams, we'll do more of the same, more roads. We've got this road we need to get all the way over to the mesa, and then we've got the road we need to get out to the taiga village. And then we need to get the road all the way down to the swamp. I'm not really looking forward to that. It's going to be such a slog. Let's see, let's put our stuff out here. One of those, and one of those, set our spawn. We're getting there though. Like, there's the village. Like, it's right within eye shot. So I feel good about that. Heard a camel. I don't see a camel. Oh, there's a camel. Weird. Okay. Well, I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up today. Did some good work. I feel good about it. Tuesday's episode, I'm finishing up the editing. And it's a good one. Like I said, very map focused, so I'm feeling good about that. Episode 76, so that means another 24 episodes in this world before we move on to something different. And I think that different thing is going to be real cool. So, yeah, thanks for popping in. Fun as always to chat, hang out, and all that. Yeah. Eddie, hi, popped in right as I'm signing off. Sorry to cut it short on you. But yeah, again, thanks so much for popping in. I really appreciate the company. We'll do it again next Saturday, and I will see you all then. Bye-bye.